Comedy!
Yeah!
Woo!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Backline. I am your regular host, Brooke Barcel. No, as you may have noticed, I am not Brooke. She is not feeling great today, but she will be back next week, hopefully. But in the meantime, you've got me, you've got Ian Rylan Smith, and you have Ira Clay taking over for the back line. So I hope you enjoy it. All right. Let me get the crowd warmed up because, I mean, y'all are a great audience, but you still need, it's still good to stretch out your comedy muscles before you do stuff. You don't want to, pull a funny bone. I don't know. That metaphor doesn't make sense. All right, let's talk about this. So when I was in 8th grade, they had a magician come to our class for like a little party thing, which was weird for a couple of reasons. The biggest of which was that we were at a Catholic school. Which was really weird because they fed us a bunch of like pro-life propaganda stuff, and they said that Ouija boards would literally summon demons. But apparently magic was fine. Apparently magic's okay. Like, I get that you want us to believe in miracles, but I thought you'd want us to believe holy people did that and not just Tom from H&R Block. I don't think they'd want us to think that miracles are capable by a guy who has a side gig of doing kids' birthday parties on the weekends. And so the reason I bring up this magician is because he did a trick that has stuck with me ever since. He brought me on stage and asked, "What do you want the class to be covered in?" His words, not mine. And then so I wrote it down on the page, put it in a wooden box, and then he does some magic stuff. Abracadabra, there's a bunch of chocolate in the box, which is what I wrote down. And so while I was going through passing out the chocolate to everybody, I was thinking like, wow, how did he possibly do this? But now that I'm older and more bitter, I think I figured it out. I think that magician just picks the greasy fat kid in the audience and then brings him up and is like, clearly this guy's going to want chocolate stuff. I'm not going to go wrong here. And he's going to be right about 80% of the time. But the other 20%, he can just go, look, your wish was weird as hell. This is way better. Why do you want your classmates covered in feathers? I don't understand this. Like, you're not going to complain about free chocolate. I picked you for a reason. All right, thank you very much. I have been Cody Webb. Let's give it up for your host, me. Woo! All right. So let's keep it going. Let's keep that energy going. From Omaha / Portland / somewhere in South Dakota / Boston. But right now, Omaha / Portland, your first comedian of the evening. They've been here before. They are hailing from St. Louis. They will be at the Flappers on April 12th for the Writers of Conan show. Please give it up for Teal Pierce.
Woo! All right, thanks. My name is Teal Pierce. I'm an impressionist, although I started comedy as a cubist. It's great to be here in New York hosting Saturday Night Live. I flew in with the Michelin Man, and boy are his arms tires. Am I right, folks? Hey, come on now, folks. We're having fun around here. We do a lot of kidding around here at the Backline open mic, but one thing that's not a joke is this pandemic. Have you heard about this? If you haven't, crack a paper open. It's everywhere, and there are a lot of theories about why it's lasted this long. I'm no different. I have my own theory. I think it's because motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. And I mean, it's like nowadays everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but you ever notice nothing comes out when they move their lips? It's just a bunch of gibberish. You notice that. Uh, and I know what you're thinking out there, Teal. That's solid science. Hell, you might be up for a Nobel Prize. But what do you, just for sake of argument, do you have any evidence to support this? Yes. When Dre wasn't in the news, millions dead of COVID, right? Dr. Dre got back in the news, huh? Millions vaccinated from COVID. Coincidence? Absolutely. You know, I see it. I see a therapist sometimes. Know what you're thinking? Not enough. Uh, it's okay. I'm not unattended. I see a therapist. I had a therapist that was also a stand-up comic. Don't do that. Um, like after appointments, they'd say great set. You know, if I had one more minute in the session, they gave me the light. And finally, there was a 2-problem minimum to get into the office. I can't afford that. None of you can afford that. It's ridiculous. I don't know what I'll leave on this. I don't know what the proper thing to say is after an orgasm, but apparently it isn't. All right, that's quite enough. All right, thanks a lot. I'm Teal Pierce. You guys were fun.
Woo! Yeah, give it up once again for Teal Pierce. All right. And I think the worst thing to say after an orgasm is, don't worry, it's the thought that counts. All right. I am not going to attempt a segue from there, so let's not gonna try. Your next comedian, he's been here before, all the way from Santa Clara. He does not have anything to promote. I should have the Google Doc slightly less far to the right so I can actually see that, but that's fine. Please give it up for Newman Shaik.
Yeah, like most people my age, I have nothing to promote because I have nothing going on in my life, so that's cool. I don't know if you've been keeping up with like important news recently, but like Justin Bieber is in a lot of hot water lately because he released this album and he sampled a speech from Martin Luther King Jr. And a lot of people say that's really tone deaf, but to me that just shows how far society has gone. Because like now a rich white kid wants to sound like a black guy. Like that's a step forward, right? I'm just saying, don't be surprised if like the next Billie Eilish album opens with like a Louis Farrakhan speech, just about the white devil or something. So I'm a substitute teacher, and I asked like one of my students what he wanted to be when he grows up, and he said he wanted to be the guy at crime scenes who like outlines dead bodies. And like I wanted to make sure like that guy wasn't a future murderer or something, so I asked him like why he wants to be that guy. And this kid said his mom won't let him draw in the front yard with chalk anymore. So yeah, I guess that's how he wants to stick it to his mom now, just by hanging around dead bodies. Guns are like a really touchy topic right now. And I'll be honest, I'm thinking about getting a gun, mostly because I don't trust these white people, Because like white people have most of the guns right now, so the power dynamic just seems like a little off to me, Also, like I make a lot of jokes about white people, and that's not a good idea knowing like Alabama is like armed and ready, So I really need to hurry up with that one. I'll be honest, I'm at a point in my life where my answer to the question, do you want fries with that, has the potential to like completely ruin my credit score. And I'm trying to I tried joining this like financial literacy class to like get my finances together, learn about saving tips and stuff. But I found out it was too expensive for me. which meant like I'm so broke that I can't afford to like not be broke, you know? You know that, and that's really weird, you know? That's like that'd be like if a gym refused to give me a membership because like I was too fat for them or something. Like it just seems like really off. And yeah, that's all I have for today. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Newman. Let's keep it going for Newman. All right, your next comedian. Actually, I just realized I should be probably telling people who are on deck, so I'm going to do that. Stephen Douglas, you're on deck. Coming up next, he is from... that is not the person I'm looking... All right, she is from Toronto. They've been here before. Please give it up for Rosani Christie.
Thank you. Thank you. So when people see me in my wheelchair, they get really nervous. Like I've said, oh, this could be you someday, but louder than I intended to. But children love me. They want to know everything about me. Like last week, this boy was like, what happened to your legs? Can I get a ride? Where do babies come from? And his mom was like, no, Josh, leave the kind lady alone. And I was like, I'm not kind. I'm okay. I'm okay with strangers' kids, but I'm like, I never wanted kids of my own because I just didn't think like I could put somebody else's needs before mine, right? But you know, and when I had my own child, like, you know, it was confirmed. So, yeah. Don't have children because your parents want to, you know, your last name to live on. My last name, get out of here, it'll live on my ass. And that's where I tried to get my tattoo, but I asked for a discount and now it reads Christ. So that was like that was my parents getting back at me. Okay, so her and I have a love-hate relationship. Love her when she's sleeping. Hate her when I see myself naked. Like my boobs look like sad aardvarks. Like, you know, hi Arthur, hi DW. And no, it's not such a wonderful kind of day. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that we watch a lot of shows together. And there are a lot of teachable moments, except I'm the one learning, you know. She's like, Mom, you have to learn to hide things better. That's how she speaks now, nasally, like she's a preteen. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I found a vibrator. And I looked at her like, what? Mommy doesn't have one of those. And she was like, wait, you found one? Like you just came upon it? Where was it? She said, well, in a bag, in a box, in a bigger box, in the cupboard behind a box. And I was like, you couldn't find me a pen if your life depended on it. And you went on your little mini scavenger. You went on your own mini scavenger hunt, like preparing for Easter or something. Like, what the heck? And she's like, Mom, I Googled that mango passion lip gloss. That's not lip gloss. I'm like, you know what? Stop right there. Stop. That was it. Thank you guys. Sorry.
Thank you, Rosani. All right, let's keep that energy up. Let's keep it going. On deck is Tris Sullivan, but your next comedian, they've been here before. They want to promote love, laughter, and happiness. And coming all the way from Bangor, Maine, please give it up for Stephen Douglas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? So, you know, I was born in this world, but it was really chaotic for me. I mean, I was in a nice warm womb for 9 months. Then I came out and the cold air washed over me, made my wee shrink and turn into a little turtle. The doctor, you know, he slapped me on the ass. And people wonder why babies cry when they're born. It's just too stressful coming out in this world, especially nowadays. Speaking of doctors, I was recently diagnosed with kleptomania, but it's okay. I took something for it. So a little bit about myself. My father is from Elko, Arkansas, and my mother's from Halik, Slovakia. So that makes me a true alcoholic. So, you know, a lot of guys, you know, you're getting old, and gravity sucks for us too because, guys, you know, you're getting old when you sit on the toilet just shit and you end up washing your balls at the same time. I mean, gravity sucks. It really does. And ladies, I understand that you guys have issues with gravity and all, but you know, doctors say, you know, wear boxers, but I think it's an insurance scheme for sure, because I think they're just trying to get the money. They say that tidy whities can decrease your sperm count and less likely to have kids. Well, I'll go that route. You know, wearing boxers after a while, gravity makes your balls hang to your knees. And you know what happens after that? What happens? You get like that old guy who ended up suing McDonald's because he went to sit down on the toilet and the seat rise was a little too high. He slipped and he ripped his balls off. So, ladies, saggy tits, that's not that bad of a deal. I mean, the worst thing you might have is when you lay on your back with no shirt or bra. It might look like you're holding two bald-headed babies with a big zit on the head, but that's about it. Us guys, we got to worry about taking a shit and moving our nuts. So, oh man. So you know, when I first met my wife, we met at a bar. You know, we was drinking. I'm a whiskey guy. I love drinking whiskey, but in order to prevent headaches, I drink water. Well, that caused me to go to the bathroom a lot. Well, on my way back, Molly says to me, goes, you know, you look better each time when you come back. Of course, she was drinking vodka and tonic, so I'm assuming her vision might be been a little impaired. My friend says to me also, he goes, hey, you know what? You should try a vibrator in your sex life. It's great. You'll have a great time. And, well, you know what? I tried it, but I'm not really a big fan of the vibrator. I don't mind a finger in my balloon knot, but a vibrator, that's a pain in the ass. No, that's my time. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you, Stephen Douglas. All right, you all are being a great audience. I appreciate it. So let's keep it going. Your next comedian. Actually, Michael Cooper, you're on deck. That's what I'm going to say before I go into your next comedian. Coming all the way from Chicago, has been here at least 69 times. No applause? Okay. Next comedian has been here at least 69 times. They're going to be on the Is It Hot in Here on April 16th. Please give it up for Trist Sullivan.
Hi, my name is Trish, but I don't know how to spell my own name. So just going with it. So I was a single mom. I have 3 kids. And when they were little, I was really strict. And I used threats and intimidation to keep them in line. But the problem with kids is they keep getting bigger. And pretty soon they were all taller than me. My youngest kid, my smallest kid is 5'8". I'm 5'4". My sons are over 6 feet tall. So I had to find a new tactic. And I settled on psychological warfare. So when my sons were like 12, I used to threaten to kiss them in front of their friends. Way to get a 12-year-old boy to do what you want. And with my daughter, I used to threaten to dance in public. And sometimes I would just dance in public because I knew she hated it. And that was fun. But my most brilliant, if I do say so myself, tactic came to me one day out of the blue. We were driving to the grocery store, for those of you in Chicago, the Jewel, and I don't put an S on it. We were driving to the Jewel, and I said, if you act up in the store, if you ask me for things that you know we can't afford, like cookies or meat, I'm going to sing like Ethel Merman, and it's going to sound like this. No business like show business, like no business, I know. And surprisingly enough, they were perfect. So I bought a pitch pipe. And before we'd go out, I'd tune up. And they were really well behaved. So it got to the point where all I had to do was take this thing out of my pocket and they would sit down and do their homework or go upstairs and clean their room or go out to the garage and change the oil on my car, whatever I wanted. But you know, I tried to be a good mom, but I realized you can learn from your kids too. And I hope I have enough time for this. So the first time I got high with my kids, it was Thanksgiving and we went outside and smoked a joint. We came back in and I was sitting on the couch enjoying my buzz. And then I said, oh shit. My son goes, what's wrong? And I go, I still have to do the dishes. And he says, life lesson for you, Mom. Always do the dishes before you get high. I'm Trish Sullivan and I'm Mother of the Year. Have a great night.
All right. Thank you, Trish. And her endorsement of child labor, I'm not entirely sure. How do you think they got those kids in the 1800s to work in the mines? They threatened to sing. All right. On deck is the ocean. But coming up right now, he is from Chicago. He's been here lots of times, but wanted to take a moment here and say thank you to Brooke, Natalie, Ira, and everyone else involved for making this. And let me scroll down. Mike happen. It's been a constant. Mike happen. It's been a constant and wonderful light in an otherwise difficult time. Didn't mention me, so I guess we're skipping him. I'm kidding. He has a podcast called Under My Skin, now available on Spotify. He is from Chicago. Please give it up for Michael Cooper.
Hey, folks. How's it going? I hope y'all are doing good. Listen, I don't like the way that we've been modeling our behavior based on, word of mouth. I think word of mouth is a fine way to advertise a restaurant, but we've been doing like basic survival shit via word of mouth. We are in the middle of a pandemic and we're doing science the same way Family Feud provides answers. Survey says alcohol kills coronavirus. Go to the bar. Y'all know what's got to be terrifying right now is an in-person microbiology class. It's either horrifying or not a very good microbiology class. Listen, I don't like the number of people in my life who believe in God, but don't believe in my comedy career. It's starting to feel like an excuse. It's getting worse too. I looked the other day. Apparently, corporations are religious now. Y'all, there are Christian banks.
Really?
This exists. Also, my phone heard me say this, and I keep getting ads for Christian banks. Imagine being asked to invest in such an organization. Hey, it's going to be great. You'll get a big return of investment. It's going to be a great business. We are a faith-based lending organization. Reckon why we keep having recessions. You know what's fun? Lying on a loan application to a Christian bank. You know what's not as much fun? Being informed by law enforcement that these banks do check on that shit, and they are not as faith-based as you might think. Cooper, we have no questions about Noah's ability to build an ark and save all of humanity. We do have questions about that spotty employment history, though. Listen, I don't know if I might have just confessed to bank fraud, maybe kind of sort of on a streamed Zoom, but just in case I did, I've been Roger Stone.
Everybody, give it up for Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all love Roger Stone, don't we? All right. On deck is Emma Paxton, but right now, y'all, get ready for this. We've got a big celebrity on the mic here. They are from 2 parts hydrogen, 1 parts oxygen. They are the biggest, baddest, deepest, saltiest, oldest, and hands down the most toxic entity known to mankind. They have been removed by... Sorry, I gotta scroll down. Harder than I thought it would be. Okay, here we go. They have been removed by host from the hottest, most firest Zooms across the world. They've been pissed in, shitted, and fucked in. And now they're ready to unleash their no-holds-barred blend of comedy on you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and also other people. I should have thought of that before I started the phrase. I apologize. I'm doing this whole, like, shtick of being like, oh, I'm the host guy. And sometimes you accidentally say phrases that are a bit outdated. I apologize. But everybody, please. Everybody, please give it up for the ocean.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Look, I do appreciate it. It's nice. I don't think I've seen you since December 2019 when you came and visited your Aunt Linda down here in Florida. But listen, I'll get to all that. But Brooke, I'll tell you right now, the ocean is only doing mics that you run. That's it. I'm done with everybody else. Brooke, you understand me. You get me. You can.
I know.
You appreciate the different comedic life forms. You understand the comedic depth of the ocean, but not these other motherfuckers. I went to the usual mic you do, the anarchy mic. You weren't there. I don't know what was. You must have been in Colorado, right?
Yeah.
Landlocked. First mistake. So listen, I'll tell you right now, I fucking love me some Ian Rollins Smith. Dude is my jam. I've been down with IRS since the Pink Floyd background. He's one of my fucking favorites. But he went in hard on me, Brooke. He was really hurtful. And you know, I made a point. I called everyone out in the room. I said, listen, y'all gotta create a safe space for the ocean. Because listen, I'm the fucking, y'all know the shit that I've seen in my day? Noah. Motherfucking Noah? Half the Bible's actually real. The other parts is meant to fuck with it. The Noah shit, I saw my, anyways, listen, I'm digressing, Brooke, but here, so listen, I went on IRS as much as I love them. It became a scene. And after my set, they kicked the ocean out of the room. I love IRS. She's cool as shit, but they kicked the ocean because they didn't like the comedic stylings of the ocean. After my set, when I was done, as if to say, like, it wasn't even during my set, it was like, you don't get to watch the other comedians, the male comics, talk about their penises now. And the female comics talk about, you are leaving the room. You know, people, all right? They're getting a little bit high and mighty. You know, the same people slitting each other's necks in the comment section. They're displaced comedians. Why are they the tastemakers of this shit? You know? There's got to be room for everyone, all right? Human beings have already ruined the ocean. Don't let them ruin comedy, please. Years old.
All right. I would say give it up for the ocean, but you killed my best friend's husband, so fuck you, ocean. Brooke, I don't know why you even let him in here. Emotions I don't want to process right now.
At least you don't hate me enough to kick me out of the room.
I'm not in charge of that, so I mean, test your luck, buddy.
Come take a
All
hit.
right.
Be a good summer.
So on deck is Al Goneker. But right now, from Rochester, New York, they've been here before. Please give it up for Emma Paxton.
Hey, everyone. So I think podcasts are proof of how lazy we've all become. You want to have an hour-long conversation? No, my mouth hurts too much to talk. Do you want to listen to an hour-long conversation to feel like you're part of it, but you're really not? So there's always like a criticism in a relationship. Like, let's just, for the sake of example, let's just say it's clinginess. So like the first person you're with is like, sometimes you're kind of clingy. And you're like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm actually super independent and I go out of my way to not be clingy. And then the second person you're with is like, sometimes kind of clingy. And you're like, actually, you just have a fear of intimacy and you're really distant. And then the third person comes along and they're like, sometimes your behavior could be interpreted as clingy. And you're like, it's possible I have a problem. And then the next day, your boyfriend moves like 2 feet away from you. And you're like, where are you going? Why are you so far away? I'm not clingy at all. So, when you're young and you're like, in the car and there's McDonald's, and you're like, Mom, can we get a snack? Your mom's like, no, I have a snack in my purse. But the snack in her purse is like a granola bar from like 1975. It's like blazing in the hot sun and it's melting and it's a mixture of like chapstick and lipstick from like 2 decades ago. Like, this is not the snack that I wanted. So I suffer from a condition. It's called wishful thinking. But it reminds me of something someone once said, and by someone I mean myself, that life is not a movie, even an independent one. But I used to work in the mental health field. It was bad for my mental health. All right, that's all I'm going to do for tonight. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Woo, yes. Everybody give it up for Emma Paxton, somebody who has not killed my best friend's husband, and for that I'm grateful. At least not yet. All right. On deck, we have PJ Keene, but if they do not show up, then on deck we will have KJ Whitehead. But right now, this next comedian from Portland, Maine, they've been here before. They will be part of a Broadway comedy club show in New York City on April 17th. Everybody, please give it up for Al Goneker.
Hey, everybody. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I signed back up with my old gym, and the lady said, oh, but one more thing, sir. Because of COVID, you will not have any access to the tanning beds. I was like, I'll have to figure out how to make do. But they make you wear a mask, you know, when you're working out and stuff. But mine like will get soaked in sweat, and then so halfway through my workout, like I'm just like just sucking in like cloth and water. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I wanted to work out, not get waterboarded. I mean, like I'm just like running on the treadmill. Everybody's wondering why I'm just like confessing all embarrassing secrets. I'm just like, God, yeah. Every time that guy runs, he's just shouting across his gym about how he tried a thong on that one time, but it was just experimental. Yeah, during the quarantine, I've been getting addicted to heroin documentaries. I do. I watch a lot of like Dope and Drugs Incorporated and shows like that, and like it's cool because they go deep. Like they interview the criminals, the drug kingpins, and a lot of them wear like a ski mask and sunglasses, and then others need to learn what a true disguise is, and that a handkerchief on the bottom half of your face where the top half is exposed with lots of personally identifying information is not a good disguise. Like there was this one dude, he like is a meth cook in like bumfuck Oklahoma or something, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I got a wife and kids. I don't use the product or anything. I just make it and sell it. And the whole top of his head has like very personally identifying streaks of gray hair, and like he's got a tattoo behind his right ear. Like I'm like, yeah, if I lived there, I'd be sitting there like, is that Jessica's dad? I freaking just saw him at Little League on Saturday. Like, no wonder he smells like melted plastic. But you know, hey, Carl's a good guy. He always brings snacks for the kids, and you know, we got a local entrepreneur, and so we need more of that in this town. That's great. There's this other drug dealer who deals out of a college campus somewhere else, and he's got an interesting program going. He's got 10 street dealers, and they each get 6 bags of heroin a night to sell. 1 bag is for them to shoot up. The other 5, whoever gets rid of their 5 the fastest, gets an extra bonus for the night. And he was just like, you know, covered up, and he's just like, yeah, it's a nice little you know, thing that we like to do for you know, my dealers. I was like, holy shit, this is one nicely tight-knit drug company. Like he's got like team morale boosting, you know, things. Like he's probably like he probably hands out Christmas bonuses and shit. Like I don't think Pfizer is this nice to its employees. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. That's my time.
Hello. And now we are at the part of the show where I sadly must leave. I mean, I don't like nothing in my contract says I have to. It's just it's the plan. So right now, I want you to give it up for the host of the second third of this open mic. Please give it up for Ian Ryland Smith.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. It is an honor to be hosting at the Backline. Let me tell you. Give it up for everybody who is here. That means even you yourself. That's right. You are special. Say, I've got a set that I got to do later on today, so I'm not going to waste any time because y'all have places to be. This might be Backline open mic night, but to most of you, it's also Tuesday. So we got to get this show on the road. On deck, we have, is he here? I don't see him. I know, oh, Lolita. Lolita is on deck. But coming up to the stage, a dear friend of the mic, and she makes these burn everything teas, which you can buy on the internet, and they got fucking great phrases on them, and they make you just a little extra hot. Please give it up for KJ Whitehead.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Ian. It's great to see you. We are part of the Long Hair Club. I really do appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
We're still doing that thing. I'm happy that it's getting warmer, actually, which means Pride Month is coming up.
Yeah.
Yes, then is my time to shine. I appreciate, you know what? I still get people throwing homophobic or transphobic things toward my way. But the only thing more annoying than them are the ones who overly express how appreciative they are of me. Every time I'm walking down the street, it's a white woman saying "Yas, Queen," when really they should give me $1 every time they say that. That's how that shit works. In India, they do not go up to the cow. They leave the cow alone and worship it from afar. That's just what I want. Worship me from afar and let me eat grass and block traffic. That's what I want. Now, I'm gonna say this, that in just being out and dealing with homophobic and transphobic stuff that I still deal with right now, especially going on while I'm still doing my weekly protests and demonstrations. I've learned that people would there's a group of people out there who are just so vile and who think they can get away with whatever they want to get away with, and who really don't care about who they hurt. They think life will just not do anything to them. I'm not talking about liberals, of course, and surprisingly, I'm not talking about Republicans or conservatives, but I am talking about teenagers. Fuckers need to be stopped. I feel bad for every parent here. So they said God has a sense of humor. And I do think that's true because God made Kanye West. My mom once told me that in stressful times, things are a little better after a good night's rest. Well, one night, I fell asleep, and the next morning I woke up and found out my mom was in the hospital with a stroke. All right, that's about the reaction I expected, but not the one I wanted. As a suicide survivor, I have some advice for y'all who want to support suicide survivors. Please stop telling me to hang in there. Right.
Oh shit!
Good night, everyone.
KJ Whitehead, everybody. Thank you much, KJ. Yeah.
My mom also had a stroke. I'm not lying about that. Thank you, KJ. On deck, we have Johnny Bello. But coming up to the screen next. Let's see. Did she write anything for me? Where is it? We Heart Mom Jokes podcast, Extra AF Comedy Hour, April 1st. That's on Thursday. Oh my God. Everybody, please give it up for Lolita D.
Hey everyone. I felt like I was on deck very quickly. Like all of a sudden we're like stuck in the Suez Canal. Like, okay, good. Can I just say that I just can't get over the fact that this Snickerdoodle cookie does not have a Snickers in it. It just gets me every single time. Like, why call it that? It's, I don't know. It's like sex with men. It's so disappointing. Don't do it. So listen, first I have to show it's April Fools. Yes, April Fools coming up. It reminded me many, many years ago when Dick Cheney and Bush Cheney were ruining this country. I've just got to pull the timer up. Where's the timer? There it is. I rang my dad in the Netherlands on April Fools, and I told him Bush had been shot. Upon hearing the news, Cheney had had a heart attack, and there was a United States law that in that situation, the old president was going to come back, and Bill Clinton was back in the White House. That's the level of optimism I bring to April Fools. My dad almost had a heart attack. That was not good. But the really great irony of that story is that 15 years later, at my US citizenship interview, they asked me that exact question. You know, this was during the Trump regime. And they said, if neither the president nor the vice president is able to serve, and I said, that's not really a hypothetical. But okay. Who gets to be the president? Now, does anybody know? Does anybody here know?
I know.
Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the House. Yes, very good. You must be an immigrant. I find that American-born Americans know nothing about their country. You say like, what's the white place where the white people loot and kill? And they say, the US Capitol. Like, no, it's the United States of America, but good effort. So I do host a podcast called We Heart Mum Jokes. Mum jokes are like dad jokes, but funny. I feel men have to ruin everything, you know, like jokes, dark alleys, orgasms. Dad sex, it's where you don't get to come. So I'll leave you with this. I like my women the way I like my coffee. Expensive and probably not worth it. I've been Lalita D.
Lolita D, everybody. Please give her a round of applause. Give her several rounds of applause. She deserves 10, but we only have time for 1. Anyway, on deck, we have Jay Coldwater. But coming up to the screen right now, he's been here so many times, more times than I can count, and I can count to 4. He's from San Diego, and he has absolutely nothing to promote. Please give it up for Johnny Bello.
Hey everybody, hi. Thanks so much, Brian. God, Lolita, I love your stuff because so many people here too, I know, they know how to pop the jokes, and I lift that up, and I admire that. Not my forte, and I'm envious because it's important to know set up punchline if you're a comedian. I don't get a lot of gigs because I just do crazy stuff. And you know what I love about this group? Like, I found one, and KJ Whitehead, thank you, bro. You remind us, like, let's celebrate the differences, you know. But I found one group of people that it's okay to abuse. Last time I was here, I blew up some Nazis, some SS officers, and it got a really good response. Everyone's like, "Yay, get the Nazis, blow up the Nazis." So I'm going to do it again today. Continuing on that theme, today I'm going to burn or carbonize another SS sergeant. This guy, he's really interesting. He actually has a pretty effective weapon. It's called the M24 grenade. Really fun to throw, but I think this guy's handicapped or something because he's basically been stuck in that same position since I used to hang out with him back in '65. He's gonna get burned by the M2 flamethrower expert. If you can see this guy, on his back, he's basically got 3 different tanks, one of which is inert propellant, 2 of which are basically napalm. And I don't know if you know napalm, it's a gelatinous gasoline which will spray out and stick to you like syrup. And so this guy, he's got to wake up, got to run through enemy fire, bullets raining down all around him with 70 pounds on his back. Hopefully he doesn't get hit. Hopefully the tanks don't get hit. And then he's got to hear the cries of the opponents if he does indeed get to them. Not an easy job. I mean, you think your job is hard? Anyway, let's do this. I've only got about 45 seconds. He's going to light this guy up, and he's going to be begging for his life in German, which I got from Google Translate. Nein, nein, ich habe eine Familie, die mich braucht. Die mich braucht, nein. Ich habe eine Familie. Ich habe eine Familie. Wait, oh, what's that, Fritz?
I have a family.
You're worried about your family? What about my family, you fuck? Oh, God, I hope you can see this. 20 seconds. Here we go. And guys, that is pretty cool. I just want to let you know, I am getting counseling for all this. I told my therapist, I said, look, I just have a lot of creative energy. I don't know how to channel it. So he said, look, as long as you're not hurting yourself or hurting others, I think it's fine. I'm Johnny Bello. That's all I got.
Johnny Bello, everybody. Give him a hand. Oh, my God. You might need therapy, but we all know he's a bright fella.
Here.
All right. Good. Everybody. Yeah. All right. On deck, we have Casey Hackett. But coming up to the screen right now, we've got. He has only what does that even say? I don't know. I can't read some of these people's handwriting. He's from San Diego. No, he's not. He's from Vegas, Sin City. Everybody, he's from Sin City. They say. Oh, I'm really bombing this. They are from Sin City, and they want to promote their Pornhub account and ankle lotion. Please, welcome to the screen, Jay Coldwater. You're on mute.
There we go. Sorry about that. As I have a Chromebook, so I should not explain any further. Yeah. Am I on? It's so quiet in there. Excuse me if I'm a little off right now. Me and my dog and smoke the bottle day. And it's been harsh in my stash. Been taking some of my stuff and making treats, giving her dog friends high. So please forgive me for anything that I say that I don't mean. Just recently found out people don't know the real story about Jack and Jill. What you guys don't know is Jack was a stone cold player. He was banging everybody. He blew his stuff out. The reason why Miss Mother Hubbard didn't have any food in her cupboard, he had drinking the baby's free sons. He was an excellent side piece, is what I'm trying to say about Mr. Jack. Going to a festival of water, what they used to call it back in the day. So the deal is this. Jill had a fat ass. She had a fat ass. Walking the hill every day to go get water. She had a fat ass. And that singer was like, yo, let's get that. So we
Sorry, Jay, but your internet is absolute dog shit right now.
Somebody mute him.
We can't understand a word you're saying, and I did understand some of those words. I don't think you can hear us. I mean, they can hear us. I don't think they can hear us. Thank you very much, Jay. Shit, where's the Jay Coldwater? Yes, cursed with shit internet. It's very unfortunate. You don't like to see it. Anyways, I got it. On deck, we have the sexiest man on earth. But coming up next, she's been here at the very least 69 times. She's from just outside DC, and she's promoting Contagious that happens on Friday around 4 o'clock Central. Please give it up for Casey Hackett.
Woo!
Hi, thank you. So some of you know I host trivia, which means I can't remember my nephew's birthday for shit, but I know a lot of random things like every state's motto, which is not a useful thing to know at all. But why do states have mottos? You know, like I'm starting to wonder, like what was the conversation that happened around every state getting a motto? I kind of picture it like a third grade classroom. There's a teacher, she's like, All right, well, we all had our assignments. Everyone's homework was to come up with a personal motto. So let's see what you all thought of. Georgia, would you like to kick it off? Sure, yes. I'd like to say that my motto is wisdom, justice, and moderation. Well, Georgia, that's very good. That's a good motto to live by. Something you may want to think about with the current laws you're passing right now, but it is a good motto. That is something really great that you should really try to strive to live by. Anyone else write a motto? Iowa, would you like to tell us what yours is? Yes, sure. I came up with the motto, our liberties we prize. All right, Iowa, that's not like grammar. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but like we get it. I see where you're going with it. And you know what? We're just gonna let you keep that, and no one's ever gonna use these ever. Anyway. So all right, who's next? New Hampshire. New Hampshire, do you want to give us your motto that you came up with? Live free or die. Hampshire, have mom and dad been watching a lot of OAN again? I think maybe you know what, I'm just going to say that's very good. Please show your backpack to the school officer, but just very good. A for effort. You scare me a little too much to tell you that was bad. All right. Florida, can you please put the quarter down? Florida, are you over here? Are you paying attention? Florida, did you do the assignment? Yeah, totally did the assignment. I did it. All right, then what's your motto? Go Gators. No, Florida, that cannot be your motto. Come up with something else. God we trust. Did you just look at the money? You just looked at the money, didn't you? Yes, you did. All right. Who lost Rhode Island again? I think we got to end it there.
Casey Hackett, everyone. Oh my God. Oh my God. All the states and their mottos. They can all die. All right. On deck, we have Alexis McKenzie. But coming up to the screen right now, he is heavily promoting the use of drugs and alcohol. He's from the ethereal mist cloud, wherever the fuck that means. And he's been here way too many times. Please, welcome to the screen, me. Thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, I work at the music store, and I live in the Midwest. And I've also been watching a lot of Letterkenny on Hulu. Have any of you seen Letterkenny on Hulu? It's fucking hilarious. That's what. Anyway, so when people come into the store, I sound like, "Hi there. Can I help you find anything? Just let me know if you need help finding anything." Except I say it with a mask on so no one can see how cute I am. So I'd be getting tips left and right, but I don't work that kind of job. So I was collecting information from a customer the other day, and they had a name. It was hard to spell. It was like Jenny Reichschlinschnisch. And I said, okay, how do you spell that? And this bitch, let me tell you, this bitch, she was like Jenny. What? I know how to spell Jenny. I don't know how to spell. Except I said that in a more polite way because I secretly like my job. I'm a people person. I don't know why. I just like I like people. I like people. I like all of you people. Everybody. Let's see. Here's a prediction for the future. Since Facebook is a thing and it has a whole bunch of pictures, funerals in the future are going to be really long because it's a lot of pictures to go through. God, could you imagine a funeral for an influencer? Take a week at least. Your butt would get flat. There'd be nothing to take a picture of after that funeral. That's an ass picture joke. Speaking of flat asses, the governor of South Dakota, Kristi Noem, she actually has a concave ass. Fuck her so much. I hate her a lot. She has a concave ass, and I think it got that way because all she does is she just sits on her hands all day. She used to be our sole representative for the U.S. House of Representatives, and she only showed up to 7% of the votes in 8 years. Yes, thank you very much, Ian Ryland Smith, for your hot takes on local politics. Give him a hand. Give him 2 hands. He needs all the hands he can get. Anyway, on deck, we have Cody Webb. But coming up to the screen right now, she has been here before. She's originally from Baltimore, but lives in Phoenix now. And she will be performing in the Big Apple, New York City this June for the Black Women in Comedy Laugh Fest. Everybody, please give it up for Alexis McKenzie.
Woo! Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome from the desert, everyone. All right, everyone. I was a weird and out of touch preteen kid, like living in a cult with 50 siblings, 16 sister mother wives, one father, somewhere in Utah, out of touch with society, weird ass preteen kid. You get me? Okay. So it was the early 90s. Girls were wearing polka dots and bamboo earrings with the name in the middle and blue jeans with the leather on top. I wasn't. I was lucky to get stripes and pastel flower shirts. Shit. Girls wearing tennis shoes like LA Gear, British Knights, Reeboks with the pump. I wasn't. I was lucky to get a sale of pick or pay or pay less. Someone asked me, Alexis, do you like salt and pepper? I said, yeah, on top of my French fries and my spaghetti. I had the nerve to turn my nose up at New Kids on the Block. I said, they're lame, Dad. And I was listening to Amy Grant, Richard Marx, Wilson Phillips, or as I call it, the best of the soccer mom minivan playlist. Oh God, one second. I'm looking for the timer. Where's the timer?
Got a minute and a half.
Okay, sorry guys, excuse me. I read this article about these 95-year-old twin sisters, and they say the key to a long, long life is drinking plenty of Guinness and no sex. Let them marinate. Those old dummies. God kept them around way past the expiration date so they can get at least one leg. God says, put down the Bible and read some of those cowboy-themed romance novels. God says something has to pop, but it's not the corners of your feet. God says, don't cock block the blessings.
Amen.
Hallelujah, yes. I'm 42 now, and my doctor says it's time for me to have a mammogram. I said, no way. My boobs are for 2 things, Mardi Gras beads and the Mandalorian strong leathered hands.
Yeah.
Not for science. What if they lose that shape, everyone? What if they go from Golden Globes to grilled cheese sandwiches? I'll walk around like this. And once the stimulus checks runs out, That's all I have, everyone. I'm Alexis McKenzie. Nice meeting you. Good night.
Alexis McKenzie, everybody. Oh, I should say, probably get the mammogram. You know, breast cancer is no joke.
Yeah.
The second leading cause of death in the United States. Like, maybe get one of those. My mom used to do those, but then, you know, she got hit by a car. Anyway, we don't talk about that. We talk about who's on deck. I don't think those two are here yet. I don't think him and Brian are here yet. So on deck, we have, is she here yet? Is Alicia here yet? Where is she? I don't know. No, she's not here. Damn. Will Smith? Is Will Smith here?
Ooh. Wow.
Anyway, AJ's on deck. Thank you, Ira, for saving me. Thank you. But coming up, you saw him earlier tonight, and he did a fantastic job as host. He's been here before, and he'll be on the Just In News comedy club show this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And he's from Portland, and he's just great. Please give it up for the one, the only Cody Webb.
I do have to correct you, Ian. I'm not the only Cody Webb. There are a lot of us. I'm like the 15th most popular Cody Webb. I'm trying to change that, but it's not
You are
working
the
so far.
Cody Webb. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
All right. So, anyway, my girlfriend and I have been dating for almost 5 years now. That's right. I have a girlfriend.
Oh.
Sorry, ladies, I'm taken. I read that wrong. I meant to say, you're welcome, ladies. I'm taken.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, Aurora's actually really great. What can I tell you about her? She's pansexual. At least that's what she told me when I caught her fucking that goat. Look, every comedian has a hack joke about, oh, pansexuals are attracted to pants. I decided pansexuals, y'all deserve better. A classier joke about Greek mythology. I called all pansexuals goat fuckers, and that's how you know I'm an ally.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else? We're actually in an open relationship. We're free to see other people if we so choose. One of these days, I will let her know about it. So I was secretly on Tinder the other day, scrolling through, and I found somebody who described themselves as a little old-fashioned. So I showed up to their parents' house with 6 chickens and a goat. She got really mad at me for not getting her better livestock. I don't know. Okay, obviously these are all jokes, okay? Aurora has not fucked a goat, to my knowledge. I'm not cheating on her. She's not even pansexual. But I did ask if she was okay with me telling these jokes, and she said that she was, because she's got a great sense of humor, and that's one of the many things I love about her. Another thing I love is that she's really attractive. She's one of the curviest people you will ever meet. It's just like insane. I mean, she's extremely skinny, but she has scoliosis. So it counts. Oh, and I just realized when I said she's not even pan, she's bi, which is close enough that I feel like I'm not lying that much. The reason I did it is there isn't a hack joke about bi people. Once comedians start going, why are bisexuals so attracted to leaving? Bisexual. Then I'll change the joke. All right, thank you very much. I've been Cody Webb.
Cody Webb, everybody. Oh my God. I hope I can meet his hot girlfriend someday. Anyways, on deck. Oh Lord, who knows? Who knows at this point? But coming up to the stage, this I know for a fact, coming up to the stage right now. Let me get my microphone so you can hear me. He's been here a little less than 70 times. And he's from Bangor, Maine, which if you didn't know was in Maine. Please welcome to your screen, AJ Capuccio.
Hello, everyone. Woo! Yes, thank you. I'm bad at cooking. I got an egg separator so I could get the shell out. What separates the rich from the mega rich is which part of the egg they choose to use and which they throw away. My friend is heavily tattooed and thought about uploading to OnlyFans, but I think we all can imagine what a hot dog in a coloring book would look like. I like finding porn in non-conventional places. People talk about their search terms. No, tell me your porn platform. I like finding them. Flickr is a gold mine, okay? I find it quite fitting that it's called Flickr, you know. Type in Mardi Gras 1998. No cell phone in sight, just people in the moment dumping it out, not knowing the internet exists. I talked about my embarrassing oral ordeal where I knocked my teeth out, but it's not. But I imagine it'd be more embarrassing if I was wearing a chain necklace to disc golf. I got kicked out of the computer builders convention for wearing a harness and a jock strap. I misunderstood what a circuit party was supposed to be. You know, no, I'm not ready for that joke yet. I used to be a custodian at a store, and it was difficult for me to get in a ladies' bathroom for a midday check because I'm a creepy man janitor. So I put a sign that says "closed for cleaning," but that didn't stop some lady from popping her head and saying, "Excuse me, can I use the bathroom?" And I say, because I don't feel comfortable telling anybody pinch their middle hole, I say fine, and you can use the bathroom. That's when I realized the sign would say "Boss AJ around," like the little bitch he is. Being a custodian, wet floor signs grant me legal protection if someone slips. I wish they got me out of all legally slippery situations. Like if I slip up on my taxes, should have slipped my mind to file them. Thank you. That's my time.
AJ Capuccio, everybody. AJ Capuccio. Great stuff. Very great. Friend of the mic indeed. So the people who are on deck, they gave me a phone call and they said, "Ian, we're on our way, but we got to make sure that everyone there is cool because we need a place to hide from the cops." So
oh no.
I think all of you are cool, so they're gonna be pulling up in here pretty soon. But in the meantime, for the next 3 minutes, we can enjoy the fantastic, the amazing comedy stylings of the one and only Desiree Walsh.
Thank you. Yeah, oversold it there a bit, but I'll try to live up to it. I am Canadian. There's no joke there at this point. Still more of a humble brag, but I am rooting for you, America. You are beating us in vaccines, so that is something. You are winning the vaccine race, so that's good. In addition to being Canadian, I am also disabled. I use a wheelchair. You just can't see it because of Zoom. I think most of you know that, but I have to say it or I will die. I just didn't want anybody thinking I was doing like very specific, edgy material on disability and society as like an able-bodied white woman. I have noticed society treats the disabled different, and I have a hot take. No, it really is my life. And I've recently gotten back on the online dating apps because I make poor choices when I'm sober. And yeah, and I was speaking to a gentleman, and the subject of wheelchair came up because wheelchair comes everywhere with me, pretty much. You would not believe how many walkies are really surprised by that. And like, I have showed up to job interviews and they have been surprised I am in a wheelchair. And this was the person I called to confirm the venue was wheelchair accessible. Like what's up with that, walkies? Someone explain it to me in the chat. Anyways, this man said, it must suck not to be able to walk. And that's another thing, walkies. You can think that, and that's fine. Just maybe don't spit it out your pie hole. Yeah, it's just annoying. So this man was like, it must suck to not be able to walk because you can't run or jump or kill black widow spiders. And walkies, is that what I'm missing? The killing of spiders? Because if it is, no thank you. And also, like, is that what you think the disabled are disappointed about? Like, just holed up in rehab hospitals being like, oh, how am I going to kill spiders? Also, we're on a dating website, and that's where your mind goes to, I bet she can't kill spiders. Really? I mean, okay. Also, like, while we're at it, running looks awful, so I don't care. I can't do it. Actually, I don't really understand it. Like, I guess it's to get somewhere fast, but like jogging, what's that? Like, we just get all dressed up like we're running and like saunter down the street slowly, and then get mad when people don't part out of the way on a busy street. Like I don't understand walkies. I think that's gonna be my time because I'm almost at 3 minutes.
Desiree
Bye.
Walsh, everybody. Please give your hands over to Desiree Walsh. She needs she's great. Fantastic Desiree Walsh. Anyway, on deck we have esteemed, well-beloved bouncer Ira Claiborne. But coming up to the screen next, whether or not she knows it, she's from the ethereal mist that some people call South Dakota. And she's been here so many times. So many times. Please give it up. Wait, am I supposed to promote something? I should read. Please give it up for. Oh, shit. Guys, I suck so much at this hosting thing. She's doing the Wish You Were Here comedy showcase Sunday, April 18th. Oh, God, I hate scrolling over in this fucking thing. Anyways, just give it up for Alicia Rain, please.
Oh man, give it up for Ian. Give it up for yourselves. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out tonight. Really appreciate it. I love all of you guys for doing that. Just a couple of announcements right now. If you're driving a red 2020 Mercedes Benz, your midlife crisis is showing. For the guy who's driving the yellow Hummer that says got tickets, we know that it's not the size, but that it doesn't work. Right. And also for the guy wearing the brand new Prius, wearing a shirt that says I'm a male feminist is a bit of a turnoff. Just saying. Yeah. Easter's coming up, you guys. And even though he is technically a zombie, I'd still party with Jesus, okay?
Yeah.
That guy, water into wine. Who doesn't want to party with the water into wine guy? Okay? That guy would be the guy that shows up with the mini keg filled with bush light.
Oh God.
Is what is going on, man? Guys, do you ever think about it? Like, I think about it all the time, but like, if Jesus walked on water after he turned the water into wine, like he had been drinking the wine that he had turned, and afterwards he was like, "Hey, everybody, look what I can do. No, seriously, check it out." Like that's how I feel about it. He's like, "No, guys, seriously." Like a dare. I feel like maybe that was just like a fraternity dare on Jesus. Who knows, man? Who knows? That guy might have been totally hazed. that was what was going on. Anyway, guys, this is my impression of vampire Matthew McConaughey. Okay? If Matthew McConaughey was a vampire. All right, all right, all right. That's what I like about those high school girls. We both stay the same age. I'm Alicia Rain. Thank you.
Alicia Rain, everybody. When it rains, it pours. Yes, Alicia Rain. Thank you. Thank you very much for being here. Give her a round of applause.
Woo.
On deck, we have, I don't know, Hammer Brian. What you can fight over it.
Okay.
I don't care. I won't be host by then anymore. But coming up next, we've got our beloved, most well-esteemed bouncer, Ira Claiborne.
Hey guys, it's good to see you all. We're gonna keep the show rolling. I may do a set later, I don't know. But right now I want to get our next individual on your screens. There's someone you know and there's someone you love. There's someone you look forward to seeing always. They took a little break. And they're back with a vengeance and have new songs. So I think that's pretty cool. Like, take your time and come back with a rhyme. Am I right? Oh yeah, shit. All right, start putting your hands together right now for Mr. Arvin Clay. You're muted.
I was totally muted. You know what? I was just testing you guys and you all passed. So good job. Good job. I'm proud of you. So today is World Bipolar Day. And, that's something that's pretty like near and dear to my heart. And I celebrated it by watching Up and listening to The Cure. So it was really like the best way that I thought to do that. So what should you know about me? I have a plant-based diet. It's mostly marijuana. And the other day, I realized after I had a particularly big bowl of salad, that Marjorie Taylor Greene, her name has the same number of syllables as Popeye the Sailor Man. So I wrote a song about it, and I'm going to sing it for all of you because you're a captive audience. Marjorie Taylor Greene, her ignorance is obscene. What lies ever face her? Not Jewish space lasers. She's Marjorie Taylor Greene. Second verse, different than the first. Marjorie Taylor Greene, lie spewing spin machine. She lacks any reason, loves QAnon and treason. She's Marjorie Taylor Greene. Third verse is comedy in 3, 2. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Should somebody intervene? I think we all told ya. Get it? The fuck together, Georgia. And Marjorie Taylor Greene. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I just sang for you. That was terrible. So after I sang that song for my therapist, she suggested that I try to find something to bring like a little bit of joy into each day. So I've been doing some pleasure reading, and it's been mostly articles about Capitol rioters being arrested. They've been like wedding soup for my soul, you know. And two that actually really stuck in my mind were the dynamic duo of Joshua and Jessica Bustle. And why those two? Well, because their story is a little bit poetic, you know. It would seem that they got caught up in the haste and hustle and didn't really consider any consequences of the Capitol tussle. They were arrested and now they're awaiting trial. And I am sure that's got to put a lot of strain on their cardiac muscle. And this all could have been avoided had they just read Bertrand Russell. And I'm going to leave you with that. He was a philosopher and anti-fascist and mathematicians. Okay, so I love you all. Thank you. Let's take care of each other and not just the ones that look like our friends and family, okay? Bye.
Amen. Love you, Arvin. That was awesome. That was so good. I love that shit every time. We're going to keep it rolling with the most dynamic meat slapping duo that has ever existed. Excited to see you guys. You guys bring joy everywhere you go. Ham Clancy is from Connecticut, and she wants to promote Paint the Town Rad. That's what I see there. I don't know. I feel like there's so much more to be said than that, but maybe I'll just let her say whatever she wants. So, give it up right now for Ham Clancy.
Aw, you are too sweet. Give it up for Ira, everybody. This is so cool that we've got different hosts tonight. I love Brooke. I hope she feels better soon, but this is still super cool of her to just keep it rolling, keep the mic going. And if it weren't still going, I know what you're thinking, Ham, how would we hear all the jokes from your found notebook from last week that were bombs? And that's a great question. So you don't have to, thank God, because Ira Claiborne's here. So last week I found this notebook in my backpack that I wrote a bunch of bullet points down on that make no fucking sense and then tried to make sense of them. And last time I read you the ones that I thought had promise. So here are the ones that don't. Here we go. Not really sure why I wrote this. It just says, white trash people are perpetually engaged. That's just true. I feel that's just true. But then underneath it says got a buddy. And I know what I mean by that. It's just like every white trash guy you know has said this sentence before. He said, I ain't working right now, but I got a buddy who can give me a lift. All right. They're very resourceful people, you guys. They take care of their own. I love that shit. Fuck yeah. That's my heritage. Let's see. This one says moon shoes. So this must have been like just a trash like stream of consciousness. This says moon shoes. When I was a kid, I wanted moon shoes so fucking bad. But I had like, honestly, I had like a bowl cut, the big glasses, buck teeth. Like I looked like Minkus from Boy Meets World. And like we were so poor, my bowl cut was just like a stained Tupperware cut, if I'm being honest. I had no business in moon shoes, okay? I was not going to be an athlete. No business in moon shoes. So my mom said no. And I tried to compromise with her. I was like, well, how about we get a trampoline then? And she said, Kate, we can't put a trampoline in our backyard or the neighbors will think we're white trash. And I'm like, Mom, I'm pretty sure they already know, okay? You and my stepdad, Brian, no relation to this one, Brian, having loud arguments over Milwaukee's best in the detached garage is not a good look, okay? It's not a good look. The neighbors know. They fucking know. This just says, I won't eat food from your house. That's true. I won't eat food from your house unless I've been to your house. I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't want to find out. Like, I don't want to like taste the fact that you're a smoker. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to like, I don't want to taste the fact that like you might end up on Hoarders soon. You know, like all your food smells like cactus and a little bit of maple syrup. Like no one wants that. Like, I don't want you to bring food into the office unless it's prepackaged or ordered in. I have a very strict policy about that because I don't want some like coworker Kathy with 6 cats casserole. You know, I don't want to find out that way. Like that's fucking gross. I will call OSHA. I don't give a shit. Okay. You can't make me. You can't make me eat that stuff. Do I have one more? Probably. Oh, this one just says motels. My hometown is such a fucking dump that all of our motels are just efficiency apartments because no one wants to vacation there or own property there. You guys. All right, that's it for me. Thank you so much. My name's Ham.
Woo-hoo. Ham Clancy and the beloved notebook.
This is my favorite mic.
So good. So good. And back to back, the other part of the Meat slappy, slappy, gippity, goopity, gappy, delicious, nutritious, and barbecue. He has a show April 1st. Access, motherfucking chill.
Hell yeah, guys! Keep it going for Ira's energy, everyone.
Yes.
Hell fucking yeah. I don't know. I'm way too stoned right now. I'm just thinking about other times I got stoned. But I don't know. Like, okay, I want to tell you guys about the best weed I've ever smoked, because that's something you think about when you're really high. I was on the road when it happened, and I was in Mississippi. And thank God this weed was good, because I was in fucking Mississippi. All right, you're gonna think this is a joke. I was so high, I was eating Doritos in bed. That's not the unbelievable part. I was eating Doritos in bed, and I decided to call the IRS and pay them back $40 I owe them from 5 years ago. They've never contacted me about it, but I just like, you ever get like high, just like feel like really guilty about something? I'm just like, tax thing figured out right now, you know, while I'm watching X-Men 2. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're much soberer than I was. You're like, Brian, don't do that. The IRS is 24 hours. You're gonna be too high. You don't have a game plan. Also, you don't have any documents in front of you. You're fucking in Mississippi in a motel. Well, where the fuck were you, right? So I called, and this lady was instantly onto my bullshit. She goes, Mr. Barganier, that's my real last name. She goes, Mr. Barganier, why haven't you registered or paid your taxes in the past 5 years? And I said out loud to her, oh, because I didn't make any money on the books those years. She was like, excuse me? And I was like, oh shit, and I just hung up. You know, like I didn't just give her my social security number. But you guys, it's not the 90s. I didn't hang up. I smashed my iPhone, and then I made bagel bites, because that's how I do taxes, right? Like, I walk into H&R Block, and they're like, do you have a 401k? And I'm like, I have a fanny pack full of bagel bites. Do you want one? I microwave them for too long. They're fucking rocks. I don't know. But like, you guys don't have to smoke pot to get the rest of these jokes. But do you think pot makes people dumb? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Right? Yeah, everyone that's ripping and palms like, yeah, I'm dumb as fuck right now. Ian,
Fuck yeah.
Like, I never know with Ian. He looks like he's gonna be a cop someday, maybe. When he gets older. You never know. Like, I'm gonna rip off this mustache. There's a better mustache underneath. All right, I don't know. Like, it's definitely
Live a
not your
life of crime.
you know, because like I've been so high before. I tried to make milk by just mixing cheese and water in a cup. I wanted a White Russian so bad. It's gross, because now I'm sitting there drinking watered down nacho cheese and vodka in a cup, reevaluating my whole life. All right, that's it for me. You guys were the best, actually. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Listen up to Brian's barbecue with alternative tax advice for free for now.
Yeah.
Maybe in a Zoom room near you soon. Keep an eye out. You never know.
Bring
Free
bills in the garbage.
vodka. Together. But no chips, because they're keto, you know. They're keto.
Yeah.
No.
I almost my water.
That was pretty dope, though. You can make Parmesan cheese. Okay, I won't. So, ba-dong, da-dong, da-dong, dong. It has become the time of the show for the bazongas, okay? He wants you to know that there's Bazongas Mart on tpublic.com. Bazongas merch. All the cool kids are getting some. Give it up.
Hey everybody, I'm Danny Bazongas, and I'll be your Peloton rep this evening. Nah, fuck that. I'm what you call a POG, a person of girth. So I don't ride Peloton. That's just another thing to put coats on and shit. So I am in Portland, Connecticut. That's not a cool Portland like the other Portlands. We don't have lobster or free cocaine. None of that shit. We don't even have lasers pointed at us. Nothing. We just have shitty fast food. We have to go to another town to get good shitty fast food because it's shitty fast food here. Well, I think I get the point of the shitty fast food. But hey, everybody, did you get your stimulus checks? Everybody, stimulus. I hear a little bit. I know a lot of people like because you don't want to talk about it because you know those bill collectors. They know you got it and they're gonna call you. You're gonna be like, no, I don't got it. And they're like, you know that like they'll call you up and say, hello, this is Capital One. You currently have an outstanding balance of $203.75, and we'd like to take care of that today. $203, man. I don't have that. Well, according to your Facebook status, you put, yo, 1400. Where's my PS5 and weed at? Yes. Yes, I did post that, but did you look at the picture underneath? I'm holding a PS5 and a big bag of weed. Like I said, Capital One, I don't got you $203. Click. Or whoever your brand just did it, slam the meat down like that. That was cool. So I am going to be 52 soon. I am of Generation X. I am not a boomer. I do not like to be called a boomer, and I do not like to be called a millennial because I'm Generation X. Don't ask me to explain that any farther because Generation X gets it. But anyway, my generation brought to the world punk rock, heavy metal, breakdancing, and crack. We brought crack to the world. Our generation brought crack to the world. That's one of the biggest three: Novocaine, Tylenol, and crack. And right now I'm going to take a moment to throw this out to the millennials. A lot of people say the millennials haven't brought anything to the table, but I don't think that's true. They have brought a lot. A lot of people don't know, but they millennials made marijuana legal and 2,000% stronger. Yes, they did. Millennials did that. Now boomers are like, wait a minute, we tried to make pot legal. Yeah, you tried. They did it. Here's your participation trophy, boomers. Woo! There you go. Get out of here with that. And also, millennials brought ecstasy. no fans of ecstasy here. Wow, drop that. I tried millennials, but millennials, I cannot give you credit for Adderall. Speed's been around. I'm sorry. Also found out you can tell a lot about a man by looking at his hands. You can tell if he's gay or straight by looking at his hands. A gay man will put lotion on both of them. And that's my time.
And Bazong, you didn't know what was coming.
It's the first time I had bazongas cocked before my show. Bazonga, I like that shit.
Yeah, let's talk offline about commercials. We have
absolutely
here. Yeah. The next individual you guys fucking know and love. She's wild. She's a spirit child. She's in one of my favorite shirts ever. It's rainbow. It's tie-dye. Her hair is Rapunzel. And she's always a treasure to see. Let down your long hair. Ooh, yeah. Okay, y'all are finna see it. Give it up right now for Virginia, all hearts and unicorn thoughts.
Girl, guys, yes. Why take it off when it looks so good on? Ooh. Oh. Yes, it is May 30th, Van Gogh's birthday celebration. Also, the father of bipolar. I mean, seriously, they're the only ones like myself who would think about cutting off my ear because no one's fucking listening. It's come a long way. I hope so. I saw a video in Thailand because I wanted to know what my mother's country, on what their attitudes about mental health, and is it stigmatized to the way it is everywhere else in the world. And I remember when a doctor, and I told someone, maybe over here, that she was like, oh, Virginia, you know, they chain up the people to the tree. They have the manic. Oh, no one want to deal with that shit. They tie them up, put them away. Oh, they put them to work in the rice field all day long. They get tired. They have no time to worry. I'm glad that's not working nowadays or in America. I'd be like, can I have my meds? Where's my lithium? Remember that man man back in, what was it, Seattle, and he talked about lithium. I get it. Fuck. It's like everyone's diagnosing you back in the day before Google. You know, they're like, do you ever think that you got a little bit of a... No, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't know. Shit, my ignorance probably caused a lot of people to be like, what's wrong with you? Is that like a personality? Because I dig it. I really do. That's some bomb-ass shit. I'm like, you know what? It is. It's my superpower. You got to be bipolar to be this bomb polar. Don't be scared. I don't know where to find you. My mom, I can imagine if she was alive nowadays. She's like, shut the fuck up. They're going to find out you crazy. No. Sorry, Mom. I'm loud and proud. And I don't want anyone to be alone. So just know that it's I. We got it. Just don't do it alone. It sucks. Love you guys. Peace.
Woo! Oh, hearts. So many hearts. What do unicorn farts smell like?
Pardon?
What do unicorn farts smell like? Do you know?
Well, it looks like beautiful rainbow and glitter, but it smells like fucking shit.
Fucking shit.
Damn, I thought it might smell pleasant too. That's good.
It looks pretty.
So deceptive. That's
Sam,
let that be a lesson.
Sam, but different.
So good. Oh, we love you,
Love you, girl.
Virginia. I don't see Tyler right now. I don't see the Weiss, the wife, the Weiss. Okay, so we're gonna keep it rolling. Sorry, Nick. We're gonna spring it on you right now. All right. This guy's been coming to this mic at least 69 times. He's from Chicago, and he is always a hoot and a holler. Please give it up right now for the only Nick Lindemann.
Nick.
Oh no, can't hear you. How the hell you muted? Meow, meow. Pause. Hey. Oh.
This is Kaufman shit, yeah.
Hey, Nick. We can't hear your mic, so I just cut you off. Still nothing. Maybe we can work it out. We'll come back. Yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling for now. Damn, that sucks. You're not even muted. Sorry, love. Okay, bye. All right. That's okay. You know, you gotta be flexy. You gotta keep it right.
That's all right. Hell yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be worth the wait. Don't worry. Unlike saving your virginity for marriage, I don't know if anybody heard that hype. It was a misconception I got through the church. Meanwhile, they were doing so much butt stuff. I felt so betrayed. I never did butt stuff, but like that wasn't the whole everyone was speaking of. I missed a lot of memos that some of you guys got, and it was some of the straights. You breeders were nasty. Early on, y'all was funky. Probably the gays were too. I just wanted to do some straight hate. Equalize the playing field. It's cool. I don't see Annalisa either right now. Am I missing her? She's got two babies. She's funny. She'll be back. All right, Kim. Sorry that I didn't give you more of a heads up. We just keep on rolling. That's how it goes sometimes, but that's okay. If you shoot blanks, are you still a breeder? Talk amongst yourselves later, but not right now. Just kidding. Sorry, that was a weird setup, Kim. Kim, where's your gaming chair, number one? I'm offended that you're not in your gaming chair.
I know. Okay, right. Fun fact, the gaming chair is currently holding the extension cord attached to my computer.
Oh, wow. Give it up for Kim now.
Oh, man.
Yes, I know, right? First thing I am going to say, gaming chair, thanks for holding the extension cord. Thank you. Just keep it there. Move it and we're fucked. I'm talking to a non-existent object. Yep, my career is going well. So obviously Easter is coming up, and I've been thinking a lot about Jesus recently. Definitely not because I'm going to be playing Jesus in a satire retelling of Jesus Christ. Definitely not. No. But yeah, I know, right? Truth. But yeah, I've been thinking about Jesus recently, and I've been thinking, do you think he had a safe word when he was getting scourged? No, just me. Danny's just like, for fuck's sake, man, not again. But no, what do you reckon it might have been? Like, oh Christ, I don't know. It works better on British shows, don't worry. I know. Yes, finally. The promotion comes out. Don't worry, we're flexible. See, flexibility is fun. Unless, you know, you broke your legs, then don't break them even more. I've never broken my legs, okay? Not yet. Anyone want to break my legs? Don't answer that. The amount of people in school, when I went back in school, the amount of people who said, like, can I break your legs? You know, who doesn't want to break my legs? It says everyone in school. Everyone wants to break my legs. My legs are worth breaking. Anyway, yes, enough about me breaking my legs. So my interaction with my wonderful mother, who I've spoken a lot about on mics at the best of times, my interactions with her is a bit like in Pirates of the Caribbean, where Captain Jack Sparrow keeps getting slapped. Yeah, no joke there, just the truth. Yeah. That's why I grew up in a broken home. Anyone else grow up in a broken home? See, I'm not the only one.
No.
No matter what my therapist says, I'm not the only one here. Oh, yes. When my therapist found out that I was trying to have a stand-up career, she put herself into therapy. You know that's going well, don't you? Another thing about going well is, you know your comedy career is going to be great when you set up an open mic and it ends up being an improv version of Sweeney Todd. One person in this room was there, and that's Danny fucking Bazongas. He was there. They all deserve to die. That's a reference. Obviously, not everyone deserves to die. See, KJ knows what I'm on about. See, KJ. Yes, we will return to Nick. But anyway, on that note, I'll see you in the lightning round whenever that happens. Thanks very much.
Good. Him as he will be appearing as Jesus in reckless comedy satire retelling of the last days of Christ on April 2nd at 3 p.m. in 7. Oh God. Give it up for Kev one more time. I don't know, I tried. That was also a commercial. I was trying to do little commercials when I can. Sorry I didn't do it before. I got nervous. You know how it go. I believe Nick has corrected his technical issue, and I think we are going to return to him to see what it do. You ready? Woo! Give it up for Nick.
Thank you. Let's try that one more time. So as you can tell, got a pretty good head wound there. I managed during some do-it-yourself auto repair to trip and fall headfirst into the jagged, rusty car part I was attempting to replace. So trying to save myself a couple $100 doing my own brakes. All it cost me was a concussion and what's going to be a real fucking ugly scar. I'll take it. Not going to lie. I'm not really down with the Snyder cut. Like, you get one bite at the superhero movie apple. I'm not interested 4 years later at twice as fucking long somehow. No, I've got episodes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier to watch. I'm out on that. My stepsister is apparently on dating apps now. She's recently single, so that is just a drunken turbo swipe right waiting to fucking happen. So that should make the 4th of July barbecue more interesting than normal. We'll see how that goes. It always trips me out a little bit how freaked out guys get about period sex. Are you not washing your dick after all your sex? Because you should probably be washing your dick after sex. You know, it's just my 2 cents, my thoughts on the matter. So getting a little bit older, getting up there. Recently had my first prostate exam. Now that's no one's idea of a good time, but I did find a silver lining. If you ask real nice and pay in cash, they'll give you a hernia check at the same time. So, you know, makes it a little better. Right there. One more thing. So I was driving around got around in the car, heard a radio ad for cosmetic gynecology. And I don't know what that is, and to be perfectly honest, I don't want to know. But I would like to think that it involves googly eyes somehow. Just because I think that'd be kind of fun. Nick Lindemann, what I wanted to work on, I'm gonna give a little bit of time back to the room for pen.
Oh no! Yo, I thought that was just lighting on his forehead for so long. OMG. Bless his heart. That is crafty lesbian skills. I mean, Lindemann, that was good. And I see Annalisa. The list keeps getting longer. I'm sorry, but thank you. Hang in there right now. Yo, remember earlier Jay had a really hard time, and I see that he's back, and I just recognized that, and I feel like his connection's better, so we're gonna give it another go, because I feel like we got like 3 tittles, and we want like a whole biddle, right? So give it one more time. Is there something that I should say? Because I would be fucking that up. No, that was the Pornhub and ankle lotion. Jay Coldwater.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, check. Can y'all hear me and see me clearly now?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. I thought it was my laptop, but no, it was my even shittier internet connection in this very shitty shithole of a weekly that I stay in. So that's cool. I paid my rent up, so they're gonna owe me like $5. So I'll get that momentarily. But anywho, what I was like trying to tell you guys earlier was the history of Jack and Jill. As we all know, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down, broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. That's not how it went at all, you guys. First of all, my dude, Jack was a stone cold player. He was in all them. He was in all the little fantasy bitches. He done smashed little Moffitt's Tuffet, ate her courage and her way. She was with all that shit, little freaky little bitch. And old Mother Hubbard, he was over there just fucking her food stamps up. He was over there drinking all the baby's Capri Suns, the little sandwich meats, the what's the little Lunchables and shit, eating all that shit up. Every time Jack there, the cupboard's bare. Over there just fucking up the food stamps, all that shit. And now Jill, on the other hand, Jill was a bad one. She had a little fat ass, always climbing up and down that hill. You know, you do them little stair walks and stuff like that, it makes your ass flop up. So, you know, she walking up the hill every day. And Jack wanted to hit that. And see, back in the day, you couldn't just tell a chick, hey, let me take you up, you know, around the way, you know what I'm saying, and fuck. You couldn't just say that shit. Yeah. I was reading the comments. You just couldn't just tell a chick, hey, I'm gonna take you out back and fuck you. You couldn't say that. You had to have some coof. So you would say things like, you know, let's go fetch a pail of water. Jill has some old wet though. So she was like, she with it, you know. They get up there, Jack hitting it from the back. Remember, Jill got a fat ass. She get to throwing that shit back. Jack couldn't hold on. And if for any woman that's got a fat ass fucking with a dude that can't hold on, you understand he's gonna fall off that shit. But Jack's a dick. And he grabbed her by the back of her head. So quite naturally, the bitch came tumbling after. That's how that shit happened. It wasn't no accident. No, Jack was a player and an asshole at the same time. That's a fair story to tell. Before I go, I just want to let you guys know 2 things. Number 1, I'm never flying Frontier Airlines ever again. Their airplanes make noises for no reasons. It just goes like, it sounds like, the plane sounds like a transformer while it's sitting there. Like they're doing their little pre-flight check and you just hear it. You're like, what are we gonna be in Optimus Prime after this? And second of all, if you guys are ever in Arizona, do not stay at the Econo Lodge over on Sweetwater Avenue. They got roaches. That's all I got to say. Thank you very much for listening to my bullshit. Peace.
Thank you. Jay. Yes. Jay Coldwater.
Hell yeah.
The modern day
Hell yeah.
pulling back of the veil of some of the modern stories that changed your childhood forever. No.
I'm here for you guys.
God, hitting it from the back. Wow. I just didn't know. You know, and what was the pail doing all that time? I just, you know, there's so many questions. Okay. All right.
There was no pail.
Yes, that was very, wow. Thank you. It's also good to hear all the words. I'm glad we got you in. Annalisa, you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
let's see here. So she's been here at least 69 times. She is from Omaha, and she wants to talk a little bit about FU, or is it foo, Asian Grill? I've never said it out loud, you know?
Woo! It's foo.
Guys, you can get Brussels sprouts with bacon. If that doesn't taste like happiness, I don't know what does. Give it up for Annalise, right?
Thanks, Ira. I love the Brussels sprouts with bacon. Like, I don't know how they put magic into them, but they do. Sorry if you're vegan. I still love them. So, did you guys do DARE as a kid? Like, yeah, the police officer comes into your school, is like, this is what weed looks like. You can get high off of it. Definitely don't use it. Definitely don't buy it off the street corner from the kid who walks by at 4:15 in the skull hoodie every day. Definitely do not smoke it in the abandoned house, catty corner across from the school. Yeah. So that really reminds me of the sexual harassment training at my work. Because it goes something like this, you know, don't undress your coworkers with your eyes. You know, don't send flirty text messages to your coworkers. Don't rub your crotch against Melissa when she gives you a great big hug. Yeah. Ugh. So it's not effective. Like, there's an article I read today that says sexual harassment training isn't effective in workplaces. So I've come up with a solution. We just need to give dudes antidepressants because it makes their dick stop working. So also, when I watch those videos, what I notice is that women are not the sexual harassers. They're always men. And I'm like, are these videos saying that I am incapable of sexual harassment? I'm not strong enough to grab a dude's ass. I'm not quick enough. I don't know what an ass is. Oh, wait. I might not know because I've dated some really shitty dudes. Anyway, oh goodness. Who here is a pet parent? Cool. Who is a real parent? I am, but guys, I don't judge because I had a dog and he sucked so much it made me want to be a real parent. Yeah, he was a miniature pinscher with these tiny legs. He was springy, so he'd do shit like he would eat stuff off the countertop, spring up to the countertop and eat stuff off the countertop. He would eat my tampons. It was nasty, and he would even pee inside air freshener bulbs, so it would disseminate a scent throughout the entire house. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all for me, guys. Thanks.
Lisa Wright with an advertisement for animals and children. I guess I'll twiddle you for a second. I've been Ira Claiborne. Guys, give it up for Brooke. This whole time.
Yeah, give it up for Brooke.
Hell yeah. And also Nyat.
And Ian and Cody and Ira.
And Ian and Cody and Ira. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Love you guys. It's been a good show. I have a few notifications just for you guys. You know, I have grabbed unconsensual ass in my lifetime. I have sought forgiveness for it directly and also with the public. I feel like it's important to acknowledge that that's not a joke. I just am an asshole, and it was before I understood consent. And everybody has a before consent time. It's just hopeful that we're all in an after post, you know, a consent aware world. I feel like Cuomo has seen me working on this bit for like the last month-ish because he's gotten into some hairy weather up there in New York. I don't know, you know, I didn't expect him to be watching Zoom comedy quite like this, but I do compulsively send him all of my bits just to see if he'll bite. New York is a fucking weird place. If you haven't been, maybe wait to go. I planned my entire life around where I could pee. I'm a lady, and it's hard to pop a squat and pee unless you got on the right clothes. I know that you gentlemen just get to whip out your wiener like wherever, and that feels like it would be a really nice, powerful. Like I see why you guys have the complex. But now it's really hard with COVID in life because you don't want to pee in unsanitary places. Like somebody was talking about eating out of people. You don't want to TT eat, like you don't want nothing to do with other people's spaces. So do I now pee in nature? Do I now just transition over to peeing in nature? What is the solution? There needs to be a solution. No one here, everybody's looking at me without solution. I can't get the TT box to work for my vagina, okay? I don't know if my vagina is misshapen. I don't know if there are multiple kinds like the Diva Cup. Please at me, I'd like a sponsorship. I just can't get your product to work. I feel like someone in here has insight about that, but again, maybe not. What are you savages doing? Do you just avoid any place where you just hold your, do you have actual good bladders? How do I work on that? I'm not sure. Yet Casey's like, yeah, mine works for days. I have a camel in the TT department. I love that. Maybe I should, I should keep looking, but I'm seeking sponsorships from everybody. And right now we're going to have a lightning round where maybe we all get sponsored. Maybe none of us do, but we're going to get a final chortle from each of the individuals that are still in this Zoom room with their cameras on, which it looks like is the vast majority of you, which means you're ready, okay? So be mindful, it's a minute, because then we're just going to trade on to the next person instead of doing all this silly introduction stuff, okay? So that was our 3-minute section. Give it up for the long part. You're gonna get a clickbait. You're going to get a little clitty to ditty. And I guess, Brooke, are you going to do it? Am I going to do it? I didn't think this through. Shit. I guess I'm doing it. I guess
Yeah, you can do it.
Do it.
Okay.
You can do it.
Do it.
Cut his fucking head off.
Who it's gonna be? You don't even know who it's gonna be, but I do.
Whoa.
I knew you were gonna pick me first. Ah! I knew that because I'm psychic. But anyway, more than I am psychic, I am very much glad that I made all these terrible mistakes as host while I was on the internet, because internet shows are like high school. You can make all the dumbass mistakes you want because it doesn't matter until you get into the real world. I don't know. I think they made a Blink 182 song about that. I wouldn't know because I'm not a fucking millennial. It's fucking tools. Anyway, that's all I got. Thank you for listening to me.
This is my impression of a saint, a hero from a little known country called France. This is my impression of Joan of Arc. Bonjour. Eh? Frickin' nailed it, man. This is my impression of the late, the great Cleopatra. Okay, Cleopatra. All right, and this is my impression of Sir Isaac Newton. Okay, Sir Isaac Newton. Ow. What I got, guys?
Oh shit. Okay. I had a heartbreak and a period during the same week. That's a bad combination. It's like mixing bong water with ice cream. That should be a new Talenti ice cream flavor. That's what you get for ghosting him. Made for real tart chunks. You can taste the stage for lung cancer. I was emotionally eating my feelings. what I did to those goddamn Girl Scout cookies. Oh shit. The Cookie Monster would have said, damn Lexus, chill. You won't lose a foot, girl? Oh God, thank you.
I don't have any other jokes. Would anyone like to see my head wound?
Yeah.
Poll the audience.
Oh no.
What
Give you a little
happened?
backstory. Did this the first fucking bolt. Got the wheel off. First bolt on the brakes. Fell into the rotor. Squirted some peroxide in there. Put a bandage on it. Did the rest of the brake job. Then attended to it. With which case I had to cut away the dead skin. First attempt was cuticle scissors. Didn't work. Had to use a utility blade. Not as bad as all that. And it was 2 weeks ago. So don't. It's not like I didn't get hit with a hatchet or nothing. I don't want to give you to it, but it is kind of gnarly. Here we go. Everyone ready? 3, 2, 1.
All right.
It's gonna be noticeable.
That
That is not gonna disappear upon healing. I'm Nick Lindemann. The brakes work like a charm, though. I was successful.
Oh shit, it's me. Yo, actually, this is perfect. Brian had to take a quick shower, so he's probably not doing the lightning round. Now I can talk some shit. So let's do it. Earlier today, Brian was going down on me because he's a good Christian and an American patriot. Okay, so that was great. But he started doing something new that I really liked. And I find that kind of problematic because as women, we know, like, if he starts doing something brand new and you really like it, you have to somehow finesse a way to, like, tell him so that he stops guessing, right? You're like, do that one thing forever. Don't do anything else ever again. So he, I couldn't get him into like a peewee soccer huddle, like, hey champ, I love your hustle out there today, and get him like a bag of orange slices from the dresser and send my star player back in the game. So instead I decided to ask him, like, what were you doing differently? Because it was like he was calling a Yorkshire Terrier, but this piece of shit instead said, kind of winded, he was like, I had your whole clit in my mouth, which made it sound huge, you guys, and it's not, and I'm pissed. That's some shit you say when a snake unhinges its jaw to swallow a mouse. I'm upset. That's it for me. Thank you.
Yo, okay. So first of all, I just want to thank Nick for showing me how to do on-the-spot redneck brain surgery. That was dope. Not saying he's a redneck, but the style of surgery he did is classified as redneck. He used a utility knife, and I feel as if there was electrical tape and or duct tape involved, which is dope too. And also being reminded here that ladies, if your guy does do something new, don't question it. Just, yes, tell him that shit was dope. Do that. If it was like he's never done that before and that shit's working, do that, motherfucker. That's what we accept brace compliments. So do that, motherfucker. That's what you tell him. And then on the other side, sometimes when we do some new shit, what bitch he learned this from? Don't be mad. Just say, do that, motherfucker, and high five the bitch he's learning how to eat pussy on. And that's it. Don't stay at the Econo Lodge.
I saw an obituary the other day, and how they describe the deceased. This one said, sister, wife, avid pedestrian. Like, who's writing this shit? Like, they couldn't think of a third thing better than walks outside a lot. And that, like this guy was writing it. He's like, all right, she had some family, had some friends, need a third thing, but look at the people crossing the street. I bet she did that once or twice. Like that, like, get someone who knows you to write it, because at that rate my obituary is gonna say, like, Casey Hackett, trivia host, comedian, lost her keys pretty often. Hey guys.
Hi everyone.
Hey,
so it's about the 3-year anniversary of me and my current partner, and I want to tell you a story. So when we were first dating, we went to get rolled ice cream one summer day, and I never had it before. We go into an ice cream shop where they have flavors like strawberry delight, Venus vanilla, things of that sort. But I like banana, and they had a banana flavor, and it was off the menu. So I asked them, what's the banana flavor? And they said, monkey lover.
Man.
So, as a Black person, I'm not going to order this. But for my partner, who is a white Jewish person, I sure as hell hope she doesn't order it. So instead, we had Trainee's Delight. It was delicious. Good night, everyone.
You guys, oh my goodness. KJ, you're turning it up. So my Bible study friends always went about things. They're like, sure, I would love to meet God. So it's like, cool, we can make it happen. I put some shrooms on their pizza, and I guess they didn't like what they saw because they were like, blah blah blah. How dare you? Blah blah blah. My face is melting. I was like, what? Like, just chill the fuck out and watch the movie. Oh, I can't say fuck. Okay, never mind. I'm done, guys. Peace out. Enjoy Jesus while I'm over there. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Cool. Okay. So, your comedy career is going well when a bunch of Scottish sock puppets get a bigger laugh than you. Yeah.
Aww.
Don't awe that bit. They're sock puppets. It's fucking sock puppets, for fuck's sake. Try putting that on your comedy CV. I got upstaged by a bunch of sock puppets. You're not going to get booked, are you, if sock puppets are going better than you? Fuck them sock puppets. I swear to God, if they had necks, I'd rip their heads off. It's obvious. They don't have necks. They're sock puppets. Is sock puppet murder illegal? No? Good. Well, not yet, anyway. So one more thing about the Bible. The Bible says love thy neighbor. So I presume fucking your neighbor is out the question. No, cool. Okay, move it. Okay, cool. Thanks.
There we go. So my dentist told me I had to stop masturbating. Yeah, my dentist. I said, why? He said, you're in a dentist's office. It's gross. Don't do that. And earlier somebody said something about Americans not understanding things. And I want to throw out the metric system. America, why the fuck don't we do this? I had this shit figured out at 9 years old in 10 minutes. 10 of these, 1 of these, 10 of those, 1 of those, 1, 10, 100. Every time. Yet we're not going to do that. No, we're going to take 1 1/8 inch and a 1/4 inch and 3/16 of an inch and compound fractions with the nation that's 26th in math. While they're trying to figure that out, you're like 7 centimeters, 2, 3, 2, 7 centimeters. Hold on, I got to figure out the compound fractions here. But I tell you what, though, every American here knows how many grams are in an ounce, right?
Oh.
One less. Go ahead. Bell to answer. One less egg to fry. One less man to look after. I got laughter. I've got laughter. Are you happy with yourself? Because if you're not happy with yourself, no one's gonna be able to. Still not happy? Fuck. I tried the porner out. I thought that would make me happy. Back in the day, ours was easy. You go to a store, go behind a curtain, buy a VHS tape, follow a brand or house, see more butts, man. Yeah. Google it. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just giving it a light. No, okay. Cool. It's cool. You know how hard hard it is for women to get the same. I meant all fucking night to introduce everybody that was male as a male comedian, just to make the point. I've been meaning to do that every time I think of how the fuck it goes, and I want to normalize saying male comedian. If we have to marginalize women by saying, "Oh, this funny woman, this funny female comic," go fuck yourselves. Does that presume that all men are funny? So from now on, I propose that we say this next male comedian coming to the stage. And I think you should spread that on to any mic that you do in the future. Just an opine, but it's mine. Suck my dick if you'd like. This has been the Backline. Put it all, do it all up. Do y'all thing. Thank you, Nat. XOX.